Happy early Earth Day to you and your families and to all of the students in Alief ISD. I'd like to give a special thank you to Principal Stewart and Miller Intermediate for having us here today. Principal, would you like to come stand with me, please? I was sharing with Principal Stewart that I used to be a middle school teacher and my parents have been educators for decades. So it gives me tremendous joy to make this announcement here at your campus. Thank you for everything you and your team do for our youth, Principal. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you to our excellent partnership with the City of Houston, our council member, Tiffany Thomas, who you'll hear from momentarily. Would you join us too, council member? Thank you for your partnership, leadership, vision, advocacy, and everything you do for our community. Thank you to all of the federal delegation and President Biden, who sent these federal ARPA funds to Harris County to make this investment and so many other investments possible. Thank you to our Harris County Office of Court Administration. We have some of our team members here who administer the ARPA program. Thank you for all of the work you're doing to drive Harris County forward and help us recover from the pandemic with the ARPA funding. The engineering department from Harris County is here represented. City of Houston, all their work on the Resilient Houston and Climate Action Plan that the county and city have been doing. As you know, there's a goal by 2030 to have 4.6 million trees. So think of today as a down payment on that bold vision for our community. So, and all of the Harris County Precinct 4 team members that are here today, I'm grateful for your partnership and everything you do to help advance Precinct 4. I'd also like to thank the Alief Super Neighborhood Council, especially Barbara Quattro for her decades of leadership and the thousands of trees she has planted, the decades of advocacy and passion and positive change and impact you have brought to our community. So many thanks to you, Ms. Quattro, for your leadership and that of the Super Neighborhood Council. I'd also like to recognize and thank Ms. Tracy Jones for her leadership as the president of the Clayton Homes HOA and board member MUD number 120. Thank you very much. So today is extremely exciting. We are announcing a $2 million investment that has been made possible because of federal funding from the American Rescue Plan Act, ARPA funds. And before I arrived at Commissioner's Court had approved a segment of those ARPA funds for crime prevention through environmental design. So the $2 million that we will be investing in Alief to create this forest, we will be planting 1,200 trees over 17 miles. 1,200 trees over 17 miles. Again, a down payment to the bold vision by 2030, what the City of Houston and Harris County will be doing together. We stand here today in Alief. 77% of our community members live in poverty. Alief, on average, is 10 degrees hotter than other parts of Harris County. Our Alief community has a tree canopy of approximately 11%, which is far lower than the average 33% in Houston. This investment will help address the heat island that we are experiencing here in Alief. It will assist with potential crime reduction. It will assist with less pavement maintenance, less mowing costs, a better investment of taxpayers' dollars as we maintain our city and county. It will add additional beautification, not only because of the beautiful trees that will be planted, but also the art and other beautification efforts that are underway and in progress. And again, standing here at the school, to me, the most important benefit is that we are helping to preserve and protect the environment for our kids and grandkids, all of the hundreds of students that are in this intermediate school that we are here at today at Miller. Their lives will be better off because of these trees and the other environmental work that our Alief community has been working together on. It will not only create cleaner air for them to breathe, but it will also help with the physical and mental health of our community. It will encourage us to be outside, get the much needed physical and mental activity that our students and children and grandchildren deserve. So as we think of combating these heat islands, as we continue to make our community safer, we always need to focus on that sustainability and resiliency of our community. And I am proud that this investment will be in Alief, in the heart of Precinct 4. And I am so thrilled to have the partnership of our phenomenal City Council member, Tiffany Thomas. So once again, thank you to all of the partners who made this exciting investment happen. We look forward to working together to implement it and for the continued benefits for the health, safety, wellness, and resiliency of our Alief. Thank you again, Principal Stewart. We appreciate you. And next, we will hear from Councilmember Thomas.
Since I've been elected, I've had 4 county commissioners. So there's something special about the number 4, especially with Commissioner Briones. And I'm excited that immediately when she was sworn in, she hit the ground running, and not only with collaborating and keeping the promises of previous commissioners, but collaborating with future opportunities. She spoke to public safety and the impact of these trees, and just a highlight about what's happening on the west side. In the city portion of Precinct 4, our crime has decreased 14%, the largest decrease in the city. 14% in 2022, 10% in 21, and our crime stats are actually lower than 2019. When we talk about quality of life and the impact of the trees, this will allow better breathing, better opportunity, and then people will take more pride in their community because they're more comfortable walking on the sidewalks in the community. And it's so important. I was shocked to learn of the data that talked about the heat index in Alief, where I live. I live off of Derry Ashford, not too far. So I'm able to witness and experience some of the disparities every day, unlike some of my neighbors on the other side of the city. And so I'm excited, and I'm thankful that the commissioner and her team and the court were committed to making sure that we can continue to invest on the west side, which for so long has been left out of financial investment, for so long, which has been left out of representation. And now today we have a commissioner, we have, of course, a wonderful school district that Alief ISD that remains wonderful partners with myself and so many others. And we cannot forget our super neighborhood. You cannot talk about trees in the city of Houston and not talk about Barbara Quattro. And so if you don't know about Barbara Quattro and what she's done around trees, she's really been carrying the baton in the community about the importance of trees, and then how that intersects with crime, environment, quality of life, and just our comfort in having that neighborhood. And just, they look good, right? Just simply, they look good. So I just want to publicly acknowledge you for carrying that baton and beating that drum. And I just appreciate your spirit. And then lastly, listen, we can't do any of this alone. This is a partnership. And so I know this is just one step in the right direction that we'll continue to take on the west side to continue that it's the best side in Harris County and in the city of Houston. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. I am very, very proud that that Alief is partnering with the precinct and Commissioner Briones on this initiative. It is very, very important to us. As I was sharing with Commissioner Briones earlier, that Miller and the Media, we initiated a campus beautification committee some years ago where we planted some crepe myrtles around the building. Right now, due to the freeze that we had about a year or two ago, they're not looking so well, but you know, with the summer coming up, they will. I'm hoping that they will flourish. However, we always welcome, whenever we talk about trees and planting trees, that's always a welcome opportunity for us to make sure that we are sustaining our environment, and especially for our kids as we look to the future. As we build infrastructure, that is something that we always need to make sure that we have in place so that we can able to sustain our environment, because without a clean environment, we won't have that climate to sustain and make sure that we're thriving as a community. So thank you so much, Commissioner Briones and Precinct. I'm very, very appreciative to partner, and Alief ISD, I'm sure that we'll step up and do our part as well. So thank you so much.
Good morning. My name is Tracy Jones. So that's apologies. I'm a 28-year resident of Alief. I've had 4 children who have gone to school here. I have seen the neighborhood change a lot in that time. I'm here because we now have a commissioner who is listening. And I can't tell you the change and how good that feels. She has taken action. Every phone call that I have made, every email that I have sent, I've gotten not just an answer, but action on it. And I can't say how much that means to me because my children are now grown and I have grandchildren who are across the street in elementary school. I expect them to stay in the Alief community. And so it is vital to me that we leave them in a situation where they have good, clean air, that they're willing to go outside, that they're not afraid of the crime and the things that have plagued this community for so long. Our trees here, as the commissioner said, I did my homework and I came with all these facts, and between the commissioner and the councilwoman, they've kind of covered them, so they, stole my thunder. But, it is so true. It's so much hotter here. And, as president of the Homeowners Association, our facilities across the street, one of the biggest problems that we have there is vandalism from kids who cut the fence, who jump the fence because they want to swim. And we have to fix those facilities over and over and over again because it's hot and they don't have a way to cool off. And so lowering the temperature here, planting this green space, the parks and improvements that are coming, I just want to say on behalf of the community, we are so very excited and grateful, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here today.